The following is a presentation of TFNN. Live at TFNN, the Bull Bear Binary Option Hour. Brought to you by Nadex. Now, Tom O'Brien, Darrell Martin, and Steve Rhodes.
Welcome, folks. Darrell Martin, Steve, Tom O'Brien. We appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Dow Industrials right now is down 29. You get the Nasdaq off 16. S&Ps are flat. Gold's off 17. We get oil down 82. Bonds are flat. King dollar is up $1.52. And folks, come over to our website at TFNN. If you haven't registered yet, we're having a virtual trading competition. We're giving away $10,000. You only have, that's $10,000 in cash too, folks. You only have until this coming Thursday, September 5th, at noontime to register. So the way you just come over to TFNN, it's free to register. First prize is going to be $3,000. Second prize, $1,500. Third, $750. Fourth and fifth, $500. And then 6th through 10th, $250 apiece. And then each trading day from September 9th till the 13th, we're going to be giving away $100 randomly as long as you traded that particular day. Now, that's the first part. The second part, folks, okay, is, you know, we talk about the Tigers Den. Well, there's open house in the Tigers Den. We open the whole baby up because what will end up happening is that there'll be a lot of trading ideas, a lot of great trading ideas. So that room is going to be wide open. If you're a member of TFNN, just look on your members page and it's open. You can go in there right now. If you're not a member, the easiest way to become a member is just sign up for the competition. Darrell Martin, what's going on?
What's going on, man? I'm excited about this competition.
Oh, totally, man. Well, you know,
it's pretty sweet.
We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about your analyzer, because see, this is a great time, folks. Okay, the key here inside this is that use the competition. The cash is going to be given away. You can use the competition. You can go test drive Darrell's analyzers for free. Okay, you want to use all these tools that we have at TFNN in this week. On the next week, and go test drive them, folks, because you can test drive anything free. That's what it really comes down to. And you can put them together, and then you Tigers and Tigresses can help each other in the room. I mean, this is going to be just dynamite. And you know what's really cool, Darrell, is that we've had this Tigers Den for years. And it was like old home week there yesterday. You know, all these Tigers and Tigresses coming back in the room. So we're going to really have some fun. It's really good seeing a lot of people, man.
Oh, I know. A lot of people coming in, throwing out ideas, and just getting exposed to Nadex. And, you know, a lot of it's just misconceptions. People don't understand it. They don't know how it works. And really, I mean, here's a chance for you to go in, see how it works, see what all the fuss is about, right?
Yeah.
And learn how it works, and actually have a chance to, and not like a 1 in a million. You know, I mean, a decent chance to get paid.
Oh, it's a real deal. No, exactly. No,
I mean, just $100 giveways, you know, happening every day.
Right.
You know, I mean, there's 5 a day, right? You're going to wait like $100 every day, or $500 a day. Or is that what's a day?
Is that what
you got? So many of them on here. I'm like, there's just prices everywhere.
There's 38. I know what you're saying, man. Believe me, you know it's.
But it said daily winners. You got first through 5th place, $100 plus a book. So I mean, that's. I mean. Your probability is pretty decent if you just get in there and trade daily.
Yeah.
So, and I mean, $3,000 in real cash in 1 week of demo trading.
I know.
And it's so funny because people go in and they're like, demo doesn't pay. You know, I don't like doing demo. I don't like learning on demo. And demo is one of the wisest things you can do as a trader when you're entering into a new market or trying a new strategy, because it's, I mean, experience is, people try to go, experience is the best teacher. No, experience is the worst, most expensive, painful teacher.
Yeah.
And so you can go in and you can get safe experience. You can hop in, you can demo trade it, you can see how things work, how to put pieces together, and, you know, actually make some real cash doing it. And it makes it fun, because it's not just trading for nothing. It's, you know, you're actually getting the trade for the chance to, you know, win some cash prizes. So
and what's cool, folks, is this. So check this out. The competition itself, you know, most of the time, you know, if we're talking about the stock market, you're talking about from 9:30 to 4. In this particular case, the Nadex market only closes 1 hour a day. Now, there's certain times of the day that you're not going to want to trade, but I know these Tigers and Tigresses inside the den. You know, we have a couple different shifts in there, folks. And people have different shifts in life. So you have the aspect of really getting action in the middle of the night, if that's what you want, because we have currencies. You can trade currencies, you can trade commodities, or you can trade the indices. So it's really dynamic in the context of what you can do, when you can do it, even when you're working. That's what it really comes down to, which is pretty neat. And the reality is that what we have had, and I think that's what's moving the market, period. The currency moves, are getting really volatile, and they're going to get more volatile. And we talk about currency.
Well, next week is going to be a defining week for, I think, currencies.
And listen, man, there's no doubt. You know what I love? In fact, just let me throw this in there, folks. Tuesday morning at 7:30, I'm going to be on CNBC. So we're going to kick off the Labor Day deal here, and of course, I'm going to be talking gold. So this is going to get interesting.
Well, I mean, what do you think can happen today with gold? Because, I mean, I know Biden's coming on. He's going to make a big statement about Syria. And so we got gold today. What do you think going on with that?
Well, you might as well hear it here first. I'll tell you what I'm going to tell them there, okay? The expansion that we had up is real, okay? Meaning that did A to B equals C to D. What we have now is that you have the contraction that's taken place. At 1397, this thing can get down to 1300 in a heartbeat. Now, check this out, though. This is what's really cool. And I'm going to let this out right here, folks, for all our tigers and tigresses. Okay, so the big deal for years and gold has been this. Well, one of the big deals. And the amazing part, folks, when I think about how fast time goes, the gold report is 12 years old now, which is amazing, okay? So many gold bulls... Now, let me see. There's 7, 8 years ago, people thought that the dollar could go up and gold could go up. And I was always like, nah, that can't happen, man, because what was going on is that gold is priced in dollars and the whole ball of wax, right? Well, now let's fast forward to now. And the first time that I actually saw the phenomenon take place in the context of what I do, meaning the art of time in the trade, that it went with conviction, wide price spread, accelerated volume, and they both did the same thing, was when Egypt went, right? I said, oh, this is interesting, man. Okay, so I really start wrapping my head around it saying, okay, hold it. Can this go on? Well, when gold was coming down, the 1159 deal at that low, folks, okay, that's what it costs companies to get gold out of the ground, to pay the expenses, the whole ball of wax. So in a commodity structure, that's the bottom, okay? Yeah, I can spike it. Yeah, I can spike it for, minutes, and that's about it. So that's one basis. Now, the second basis has to do with I'm in the camp that the dollar wants to go to actually 89, not just 85. Right now, technically, I can make the case for 85 because yesterday you had a wide price spread, accelerated volume. You did everything to break that downtrend, right? So the 89 is not on the table yet, but the way this has been building for the last 2 or 3 years, it looks to me like 89 wants to go. So if gold, I was saying, man, if dollar wants to go to 89, how the heck is gold going to go up? Now we come off the bottom. We come off the bottom with conviction. There's a couple gold stocks that have a high volume high at their highs. So what that says to me, that guess what? Those are going to go back to the highs. If those go back to the highs, that's telling me gold, with 1397, gold's going to run to 1600 somewhere there. We'll see whether we get to 1920. I think we will, but 16 is, to me, that's going to be where the bounce is going to come in. It's going to be pretty intense. So the last, let's say, 2 months, what you saw is what? Well, what we've seen, folks, is that we've seen currencies get destroyed. And the amazing part, depending on how long you've been listening to me anyway, is that, people are always saying it's the dollar, it's the dollar. Okay, well, that mantra, that's the dollar is the best thing in the world, okay? It was going down from 121 to 70, but guess what? It bottomed in 2007. It's been going up since then. It's not the dollar. The world's going to want dollars and gold. And what it is, and we're seeing it in India, we're seeing it in Brazil, we're seeing currencies getting crushed. So those people in those countries are getting absolutely rewarded for saying, I don't want your lousy paper, okay? I want gold. And India, just in itself, okay, when we put this up, I'll put this chart of India, of the rupee up right now, what you're going to see is that, let me see if we're at highs here this morning. We're going to be as close GC1. India inside the rupee is going to be as close as you can get to a high in gold. Okay, so bring this back 15 years. And so they're getting rewarded for it. Yeah, look at here we go. Okay, so if let's see, 97 644, 96. Okay, 97 644. So 97 644. Yeah. Bottom line is that if you own gold and you're in India, you're in heaven right now because they didn't steal your money. That's what it comes down to. Because you're just about at all-time high in the correlation. Now, so in that context, what I'm thinking, I'm saying to myself, oh, that's going to be the next move. So this phase of that market is that we will see the dollar go up. You're going to see gold go up. You're going to see silver go up. But it's in the context of all these other currencies are getting crushed. So it's wild, man. The whole thing's wild. So in that context, folks, what does it mean? Well, what it means is that when we go back to the Nadex platform, if you're trading the other side of those currencies against the dollar, or against gold, or whatever you feel that at that particular point is moving, you have some nice volatility, which is just where it's at, man. So.
Well, and I think the NFP is going to have a pretty heavy impact on whether or not they decide to go ahead and do the QE scale back starting in September. What do you think?
I think that so what you're saying is that they're going to print money, right?
No, I'm saying I think based on the NFP, how good that comes out could actually be the thing that they use to justify starting to scale back QE in September. They have no press conference in October. So the likelihood of them doing a scale back in the October announcement is pretty low. That's just, I don't know, it's just my analysis.
Oh, yeah,
so my fundamental analysis.
I don't think they're going to scale back in September. I mean, we're in September, right?
It's not over yet.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. This is why my take's on it, right?
Okay.
Because the market, wants to go down, and so they're going to be as this market goes south, right? It's like this is not the time they're going to be able to do it. They probably would have liked to do it, okay?
I want them to throw some fuel on the fire, though.
Huh?
Throw some fuel on that fire, man. I love these fast markets.
Oh, yeah.
But,
well, no.
But, I mean, if the NFP comes in really good.
We're going to get a fast market, but they're not going to scale back because they're going to, when a market is going down, what has happened.
They don't want to tighten monetary policy.
They can't even touch it. They can't even touch it. And, when I look at the context, so check this out, man. I tell you, folks, okay, there's nothing like mental gymnastics in your own head. I mean, I love doing this, and I'm sure everyone else does. But so picture here. When we come back, we're going to talk about bonds because I want to show you the other leg of this deal and why interest rates are going to go back down too. You're going to love that. Darrell Martin, Tom O'Brien, appreciate you growling and prowling with us. Folks, come over to our website at TFNN if you haven't signed up yet for our 10,000 virtual trading contest. It's right on the front page. It's free. Have to sign up by this Thursday, next Thursday, 5 noontime. We're going to be right back.
Andy Hecht, the host of the Commodities Hour, recently launched his newsletter service, the Technomental Commodity Report, and only 6 weeks in, Andy has already recorded a triple-digit winner. Andy advised his subscribers to purchase a long-term call option at 46 cents on July 11th, and then sent out a special update Friday, August 16th, advising his subscribers to close that position at $1.40. That's a 204% profit in just 5 weeks. The Technomental Commodity Report by Andy Hecht is released each Thursday morning, and right now you can get a month-long free trial to this subscription while locking in the low introductory rate of only $39 a month. Andy Hecht has been a commodities trader for over 3 decades. Let his experience work for you. Sign up for your month-long free trial to the Technomental Commodity Report today at TFNN.com.
With the launch of Tiger TV, TFNN has brought our programming to the next level. With Tiger TV, you can gain access to each host's charts and computer screens as they host their daily stock program. Whether it's Tom O'Brien, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, David White, Larry Pesavento, Andy Hecht, Victor Jones, or Darrell Martin, you can catch all of our technicians hosting their programs live and archived on Tiger TV for your viewing pleasure 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you haven't checked out Tiger TV, then visit TFNN.com and see what you're missing.
You take a hands-on approach to managing your investment strategy. You're always looking for the next trading opportunity to magnify your perspective. Direction Shares connects sophisticated traders with a powerful array of ETFs from a wide range of asset classes. The markets may go up and down, and you want tools for both sides of the trade. Discover how we can help at DirectionShares.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction Shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction Shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction Shares at 800-851-0511. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors employing dynamic strategies. Investors in the fund should understand the consequences of seeking daily investment results, understand the risk of shorting, and intend to actively monitor and manage their investments. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC. TFNN has just announced our first ever virtual trading competition, and we're giving away $10,000 in cash prizes, and it's free to enter. Sign up by Thursday, September 5th at noon Eastern, and the trading competition will take place the following week, Monday, September 9th, with first place winning $3,000. Don't delay, as you won't be able to register once the competition begins. Sign up now and reserve your spot in TFNN's $10,000 virtual trading competition. To sign up and for all the details, log on to TFNN.com. McEwen Mining is a high-growth, mid-tier producer in the Americas with a market capitalization of $1 billion. Experienced mining executive Rob McEwen, as chairman, CEO, and president, owns 25% of the outstanding shares of McEwen Mining and has put in place an ambitious business plan with the goal of qualifying for inclusion in the S&P 500 by 2015. With $70 million in cash and liquid assets as of the end of 2012 and completely debt-free, McEwen Mining is poised for growth. Production in 2013 is forecasted to grow at 24%, reaching 130,000 gold equivalent ounces, and over the next 3 years, McEwen Mining projects that their production will increase to 290,000 gold equivalent ounces, almost a threefold increase from last year's totals. If you'd like to find out more about McEwen Mining, click on their banner on the front page of TFNN.com or check them out on the NYSE or TSX under the symbol MUX.
This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Darrell Martin, Tom O'Brien. Appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. You have the Dow right now down 21, Nasdaq off 15, S&Ps are off a couple bucks. And so, Darrell, let's talk a little bit about the one last part of that whole deal, folks. Okay, inside the bond market. So check this out. Where my head's going with that is this, and this gets really wild because if you do the correlation in between what I just talked about with the gold, the dollar. Bonds, what you have with bonds is this, is that if in fact the dollar is going to go to those levels, well, what you're going to see is that you're going to see a huge amount, of money go into the dollar just so they don't lose money. That's the one part of it. And the last part of it is because the refinancing boom is over, okay, that money also has to go somewhere. So, that's telling me that in the U.S., we're still going to continue to have very low rates, but the low rates are predicated on the aspect that people are still going to be making money hand over fist because the dollar goes up. And so at the end of the day, it's actually a buying power. That's what it's not what you make, it's what you keep, it's what you buy. Because you got to remember something, that currency is all that matters. What are you doing with the currency? What can you transfer that currency for? So in that context, that's telling me, guess what? That means rates are going to stay low too. Now, let's go over with your analyzer, Darrell, and see what we can get here. And what happens, folks, okay, today, my take is that it's a flat market. You know what I mean? It is what it is. It's Friday before the. But next week, oh baby, next week, forget
I know. I've been telling people, they're like, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, "Oh, you haven't been around very long. Just wait."
Oh yeah, no, it's all right there, man. So the real key is that where do I want to go with this? If gold could bounce a little bit more. We get gold down 1580 right now. So what you have here, folks, is this. So Friday in the gold market, you know, is volatile, number one, even on a slow day. Right now, on a intraday chart, what we have is this, is that we have a high volume spike at the lows of today. So that's telling me that, okay, that wants to get tested, which is 1391. We're at 1397. So what happens in the Nadex platform, folks, is that you can get trades about every couple hours. And I think where I want to probably go, I want to find something about noontime, Darrell. And I want to sell it. And where I'm going, folks, is this, is that when you're in the Nadex platform, and please test drive it. In fact, you know what I'm going to do, folks? I'm doing a workshop. I think I got to look at the date. There's a date right on the TFNN. So it's a free workshop that I'm going to do at night, a webinar that we're going to walk through all of this, how to basically trade these things. But bottom line, you're going to see there's binaries, which is a yes or no answer, and then there's spreads. I'm going to do a spread. So what I'm going to be looking for, it's a higher probability. Well, I don't know if it's a higher probability. It's what you have is that I'm going to say that, okay, I think that gold can close under 1397 by noontime, and what I'm actually looking for is somewhere in the context of 1391. So that's what I'm looking for.
Wow. So you really think it's going to drop down?
Well, no, 1391 is only $6.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, it just has a high volume low. You see what I'm saying? So let me pull something up. Let me see what we got here.
Now, one thing to be aware of, and you know, I always have fun with these, right, is the deviations, right? We always go over those.
Yeah, let's do that.
And check this out. On gold, we actually have our one deviation at 1395.1. We're sitting like right at it. That's where we've been oscillating at all morning.
Okay, good.
Look at this. Right there. So we're sitting right at it. So which is basically the built-in market expectation of movement on the day. So as you can notice, it went right, like we had a nice move right on down to that point. Early in the morning, though. I mean, you're talking like Europe hours here at 3 a.m.
Yes.
And then it just went flat around the entire thing all day long.
Well, here, let's watch this. I got one right now I can put on. What I can put on right now, folks, is this. It's the spread from 1397.50. So that's saying I'm going to sell that, folks, okay? Now, gold's at 1396. My risk on this with 10 contracts would be $270, my maximum risk. And my maximum profit is $1,200. It doesn't mean you get $1,200, but what it means, in fact, I'm just going to do this. Then you can analyze it for me afterwards so I can get it done. Okay, so I got it. So what happens here is this, is that my maximum risk on this deal was $270. It's like, oh, really? It's like, yeah, I'd take that all day long. Hey, you stay right there.
Ticks? Yeah.
I know. Exactly, man. Exactly. And the key in this business, folks, is you're selling near the top of the box. And in my case, I'm selling near the top of the box because I'm looking at that high spike low that I'm looking to get. This is Darrell Martin, Tom O'Brien. You stay right there, folks. We'll come right back.
With the stock market flirting with all-time highs and volatility back, now is the perfect time for a 2-week free trial to Market Insights. On Monday, June 24th, Tom O'Brien closed out all 5 open positions in his daily newsletter, Market Insights, with all trades being profitable and ranging from a 2.23% gain all the way to more than an 11% gain in just one position for an incredible 32.7% profit combined between the 5 trades. Let Tom O'Brien's years of market experience work for you. If you'd like to see for yourself what kind of trading newsletter Tom O'Brien delivers to his clients each morning, then now is a perfect time to sign up for a 2-week free trial to his daily newsletter, Market Insights. In a volatile market like we currently have, the potential for fast market moves like we've seen recently is a trader's dream. So don't wait any longer. Sign up for your 2-week free trial to Market Insights today at the front page of TFNN.com.
No matter where you listen to TFNN programming, we want you to know you can always access your favorite shows on demand through TFNN.com. TFNN airs live programming every market day from 9 a.m. till 6 p.m. Eastern, and you can view each program by accessing Tiger TV through our homepage. We even have an easy link for all mobile devices, including iPhones and iPads, located at the top right-hand corner of the TFNN homepage. You can use your smartphone to view Tiger TV, but if you don't have a mobile connection that can keep up with streaming live video, then you can simply visit TFNN.mobi in the browser of your smartphone for live streaming audio of all of our programs. The mission of TFNN is to educate our audience directly and interactively through our interactive website and radio call and talk shows. TFNN is able to teach all levels of investors the technical skills needed to trade in today's marketplace. In order to get the best information possible, TFNN has assembled the most respected financial minds in the country to provide the most current news and comprehensive advice available. TFNN.com. Educating investors.
TFNN is having an open house in the Tiger's Den for 2 weeks, and the best part is that everyone is invited and you just have to be a member at TFNN. The open house in the Tiger's Den has already begun and will last through our week-long virtual trading competition, which ends September 13th. Use this time to exchange trading ideas with other traders in the virtual chat room and discuss trading strategy while gaining high-definition access to all TFNN hosts' charts and screens during their live daily programs. If you're not already a member at TFNN, then the easiest way to become a member is by simply signing up for our $10,000 virtual trading competition, and the rest takes care of itself. In order to register for TFNN's virtual trading competition, you have to sign up by Thursday, September 5th at noon, and that's right around the corner. So don't wait and sign up now. For all the information and to fill out your entry, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN's open house in the Tiger's Den for 2 weeks only, ending September 13th. Sign up today. Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's Nadex.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Darrell Martin, Tom O'Brien. Appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Don't forget, folks, if you haven't signed up for that virtual trading competition, we're giving away $10,000 in cash. Just come over to TFNN. It's free to sign up. And that contest is starting September 9th to the 13th, but you have to be signed up by September 5th at noontime. We get our man, Mr. Darrell Martin, and, of course, inside that contest, folks, okay, we're going to be trading a Nadex product. Darrell is a pro at this product extraordinaire, and if you haven't test drove or been in the Tiger's Den, he loves these news events. So I'd love you if you can, Darrell, really walk us through first off the product and walk us through how you like to trade it, because it's so cool watching how you can trade it non-directionally and make money.
Oh yeah, there's obviously I trade it in a lot of ways, but one of my favorite ways is news. And that's simply the reason that I like trading news is I know when a move is going to happen.
Right.
Okay?
Yes.
I know what it's going to happen on.
Right.
Okay?
Yes.
I don't know, as you just said, what direction it's going to go.
Right.
Okay? And so to take if you try to buy or sell a forex pair or a commodity or a future or whatever, I mean, during a news event, that can be really dangerous. Like one of the things is, don't trade into a number.
Absolutely.
But with this, you get to sort of reverse that around and actually look at, different events that happen, different things that take place, and you go, you know what? I can pull the stats And one of the things we've talked about is maybe even doing like a news trading newsletter just for trading on Nadex.
Yes.
Because you've been bouncing around to some different ideas of things to put together. And so I've been working on one sort of piece by piece, sort of beta testing it, putting it all together, getting all the just aspects that people need in there. And what I'll do is I'll go and I'll get all the stats. So like yesterday, let's pull up. Let me see here. Now, I've been out, as you know, for a couple days, but let me pull up the pound.
Yes.
And just to walk through, because that's one of my favorite things to news trade, because the pound moves a lot on news. It's probably one of the best instruments, period, to news trade. Now, of course, you got to get up bright and early, That's
all right. There's plenty of people that are.
Exactly. So you can go in and you can check out, different announcements. What does it move most on, on down the list, and just sort of see, what's possible, what's there. Now, you may get a big move, you may not get a move. And so I'll pull the stats, and I was looking at, there's only a couple announcements. This is a light week, so I had sort of that on my list of beware, very light, trading week, lighter volume. Right. So you don't expect the big moves
Last
this week.
Week in summer, everyone's got to, get their vacations in for sure. Like, take care of their children.
Exactly. Important. So we got the, they got the U.S., GDP, all that stuff coming out. So. And let's see, because that came, and then we had several other numbers. I'm just trying to figure out the best ones. We had the preliminary GDP. Okay,
well,
that came out yesterday.
Give them an idea. I mean, I've seen it in action, so just give them an idea of how the concept works.
So I'll go in, and I'll go, how far does it usually move? So like the average move of the pound, and this was a below average move yesterday, but the average move of the pound is 70 pips.
Okay.
And it breaks 50 pips 70% of the time as well. So I'll go in, I'll go, okay, well, I want to make money no matter what direction it goes. I don't know if it's going to go up 70 or down 70. I just know that usually it goes 70.
Yes.
And so I'll hop over here to the scanner, and this is literally all I have to do. It's pretty sweet. I'll go to the spread scanner.
Yes.
And I'll put like $100 risk.
Okay.
Under my risk. I'll choose both directions because I don't care what direction it's going to go.
Right.
That's all I need. Okay? So $100 risk, both directions. And then I'll go over here and I'll choose pound dollar.
Okay.
So I'll do this right before the news comes out. And then let's say, I got to make sure my spread isn't going to expire because the news comes out at, 10. You don't want to have one that expires at 10.
Right.
And my stats are based on, an hour and a half to 2 hours after the news.
Okay.
So let's say if we were, theoretically, we were looking at a report that was going to come out at 11 o'clock.
Yes.
Okay. Then I would go find, expiration, say, like at 12. Okay.
Yes.
Or 3. I could use either one. And I'd simply find 2 that lined up with a floor and a ceiling. So I could go here and I could grab this 54.90 to 56.40, and this 53.40 to 54.90. Look at that. You see, this is a risk-reward graph we have right here at the top.
Yes.
So for anybody listening and not watching right now, we have a risk-reward graph. On the left side is the P&L, so how much you make based on the change in the movement of the pound dollar.
Right.
And then the shaded line is the live pound dollar, where it's trading at right now.
Okay.
And so if it moves up, I can be profitable. If it moves down, I can be profitable. Okay?
Yes. Now let me just get in here for a second. So what happens here, folks, is this. This is what's crucial to understand. You've heard Darrell and I, maybe it haven't, heard us talk about that your trade is just stopped. And this is why when Darrell is laying this pattern out for you in the money management side of it, it's important to understand why this works, okay? Because you cannot do this in any other market, okay? So in that context, I really want you to understand this, folks. Okay, go ahead, Darrell.
Okay, so my risk on the one I'm buying,
yes,
and this is like inclusive of fees, it's like $5.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
And so I'm buying it. So if the pound dollar goes up, I can be profitable.
Yes.
Okay. And no matter how far it goes down, I'm still in my trade until expiration, so in this case, like till 12 o'clock.
Right.
And I cannot lose more than $5. So it could go down 30 pips against me, turn around, and fly back up, and I can still be profitable in the trade.
Which in news events, folks, that's what happens.
Oh, yeah, it goes nuts. It'll fly down 20 and then up 60 or 70, you know. And then on the one I'm selling, on this one, I'm basically risking about $15.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
And they have the same floor and ceiling. So like they're right at like 54.90. Okay?
Right.
And so no matter how far up it goes, I can't lose more than $15.
Right. Right. Amazing.
And it can go down, and I can be, obviously profitable.
Yes.
And so obviously a few things you want to think of is what is my total risk? So 15 plus 5, that's easy. That's $20.
Yep.
And we always talk in small numbers, but you can do 10, 100, whatever.
Sure.
Just to make it simple.
Right.
So $20 total risk. So ideally, I want to net out out a $20 profit after it's all said and done.
Right.
Okay? So what that means is on the when I buy, I need to make $20 plus the risk on the other side.
Right.
I mean, it's not a hard formula. You know, it's total risk, $20 plus whatever the risk on the other side is. So if I'm buying, the risk on the other side is $15.
Yes.
So I need to make $35. That means I'm expecting to lose on the sell side. Sometimes I win on both, but expecting to lose on one side or the other.
That's right.
So if I lose the $15 and I make 35 on the one I bought, I lost 15. I netted $20 on the total trade. Exactly.
Exactly.
Now on the one I sold, I need to make $20 plus the risk on the other side. So in this case, I only need to make $5 extra.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So we got $20 plus $5, and really I just need to make $25 on that one.
Right.
And so I can go in, I can put this trade on. You know, usually I put them on about 15 to 30 minutes before the news.
Yes.
Okay, if I'm doing the straddles. And the reason I do that is I noticed in the last 15 minutes, sometimes implied volatility will sort of spike up.
Oh, it's just cool.
Sort of like if you're doing Apple, you know, if you're trading Apple, like a few days before, really, leading up to the 30 days before an earnings announcement, like the implied volatility get bigger and bigger and the options will get more and more expensive.
Yes.
Well, this is only a 2-hour contract, so you only have about 15 minutes versus like 15 days.
Yes.
And so in those 15 minutes, it'll get a little more expensive. So I may have to pay like $30 for this thing if I wait 15 minutes before.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
So I'll hop in like 15 to 30 minutes before. I'll put the trade on. Now, as soon as I put the trade on, I put in my take profit orders. I go, okay, well, I need to sell it 35 higher than I bought it on the long one.
This is crucial. Exactly. Exactly.
And I need to buy it back 25 lower than I sold it on the short one.
Right.
And now I'm basically done. Okay?
Yes.
So I can go to work or whatever. Now, what I will tell you is sometimes things will come out, nothing's really happening.
Right.
The market just, like the announcement comes out at expectations. We have no fundamental shock at all.
Right.
And we just don't get a big move.
Right.
And so what I will do, if I don't see anything happening really in that first 5 to 10 minutes,
okay.
Usually I get my profit in the first 5 to 10 minutes.
Yes. No,
but if I don't see anything happening, and there's no divergence, like the number comes in at expectations.
It's flat, yeah.
Then what I'll do is I'll go in and I'll just set my take profit at break even. So like I was risking $5 on my long one.
Right.
So I'll try to make $5 on the one I sold.
Exactly. Okay.
And then I was risking $15 on my sold one. So I'll try to make $15 on the one I bought.
Right.
And then I'm out at break even. And you'd be surprised how often.
Even half of it. No, I'm with you. Exactly. Right.
Yeah. And so if I make my $15 on my bought one or I make my $5 on my sold one, I got all my money back.
Right.
And now, I have money for tomorrow.
And what happens too, folks, okay, in that context, he could actually lose half that money, or the money, because I've seen the spikes. The spikes, and if you've been in the market at all, you know how big these spikes go. We've actually seen it in action, though, with his trades in action, that the spikes both ways, okay, have been unbelievable. And so in that context, you want to stay aware of that context. So it's such a cool trade set up, man, and having the analyzer in order to do that is just amazing. There's no doubt, man.
Well, the spikes, so sometimes we'll get that, you get like a Fed funds rate where things go just up, down, like a yo-yo.
Yes.
And you'll put in your take profits, and you think something's wrong because you're out of both sides.
Yeah, no.
That's because it literally popped up and popped down and hit both sides. You actually end up making 200% return on that risk instead of just 100% because both sides got filled.
Yeah, I know.
When it flew up and flew down. And we even see you've seen some trades where I've actually put them on, and we've been profitable on both sides before the trade, even before the news came out, because the volatility got so high.
And that volatility, folks, okay, that's what's crucial to understand. Because what ends up happening, and I saw this, in the '87 crash, folks, what ended up happening, some folks thought they were going to lose a lot more money. And what they ended up doing is making money because inside the option market, the volatility went so high that the option itself went in the money beyond belief. And if you took the money, you took the money. And that has to do with volatility. It has to do with what will someone sell you something for in a market that's very unstable. And what ends up happening in the volatility in general is that if you're in a market like that, and you bought something, and in Darrell's case, okay, when you have both sides, one of them is going to, all the volatility is going to go up. So the premium that is in there goes up extraordinary when, in fact, the market basically gets volatile. So, and what's really funny that cracks me up is that volatility, there's no doubt, always has to do with markets going down, though. Isn't that funny?
Yeah, I know. Like, volatility always goes up when people get afraid and they start buying.
Yeah, it's just
so. Well, I think it's the majority of people buy and then they buy puts. Most people don't necessarily short and then buy calls.
Oh, that's a good point. That's a good point. I see what you're saying. Yes.
So there's a skew of the percentage of people that are long buyers that hedge than there are short buyers that hedge.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's still demand. That's kind of, that's man.
Yeah.
That's right. That's still demand in the marketplace of the bulls, but they're getting protection, insurance protection for their portfolios. Yeah, no, I can see that, man. I can absolutely see that.
Because you always have that volatility skew, like how a put 10 points away will always cost more than a call 10 points away.
Oh, man. Oh, that's interesting.
And I think that skew is, my theory is that skew is different, basically just due to the fact that there's a skew of more people that buy than more people that short.
No, I agree. There's no doubt. There's the amount of long funds only versus the delta neutral, funds that can go short is extraordinary. There's no doubt about that. That's how the whole market is skewed.
That's why puts always cost more.
Yeah, absolutely, man. So right now it's going to get interesting here watching this whole thing shake out, folks. You get a flat. You're down slightly. The S&Ps are off $6. You got to remember that you're coming into Labor Day weekend. What you can expect next week, folks, is that this C to D leg on the way down. Though I expect we're going to start seeing that, because what we have is that they have two separate ABC structures on the way down. You have a small one inside the larger one, and when you have that a small ABC inside a larger one, whether it's going down or going up, and this one's going down, your probability goes up that the larger one will reach its price projected. And right now we're at the 1635 on the cash S&P, and the next leg is saying, hey, guess what? It wants to get down to the 1600 level. What you do have is that the cash S&P, the highs of June 24th, which is the low, last low out there, is 1588. So I expect what you're going to see out here is that that movement is going to get down and go visit its friends at 1588. So it's going to be interesting.
You just brought something up that's really important for everybody like hopping into the trading contest.
Yes.
That they're going to be aware of. You mentioned the cash S&P.
Yes.
And a lot of traders come in and they see S&P, they see gold, they see Dow, and they think spiders,
Yes.
Or they think SPX index.
Okay, right.
And so as you're trading on Nadex, you know this, but for all the listeners out there,
I appreciate you bringing it up.
You got to be looking at the futures markets.
Right.
And now if you don't have futures charts, there's a new thing they've added in. I don't know if you know about this. It's pretty cool. They actually now, what they did is they're now charting the underlying settlement price. Okay. And they're calculating it live, like every tick.
Nice.
Okay? And so you can go in here, and let's say you don't have access to live, futures charts. Where did my chart just, it disappeared? And it can go right up there. Let me pull it back up. There we go. And you can go over here. It's pretty sweet. And now you can actually open like an S&P 500 chart.
Sweet.
Not a spread chart, not a binary chart.
Huge. Right.
And you can do 5-minute, you can do... And you have all your little settings cogs over here for doing different types. Do you want to do open, high, low, close, or do you want to do candles? And you can add in all your technical analysis, like your Bollinger Bands and MACDs and moving averages. So, and they give you, a decent amount of data. I'm not going to say it's perfect, but it definitely is a great, if you're getting started, it's nice to have access to those free charts immediately.
You stay right there, folks. Darrell Martin, Tom O'Brien. Don't forget, folks, right on the front page of TFNN, you can sign up for the trading competition. It's free. $10,000 we're giving away. We're going to come right back.
Patterns, profits, and peace of mind.
Are you looking for a precision edge in the market? Something that can stack the odds in your favor? Then look into Larry Pesavento's trading newsletter.
Patterns, profits, and peace of mind.
In each weekly issue, Larry explains what's going to happen in the markets based on the pattern he sees developing and gives you actionable trade ideas based on those patterns. Plus, you'll get his detailed analysis on a variety of markets and sectors, including stocks, treasury bonds, the gold market, oil, the dollar, the Forex market, and more. You'll get access to all the patterns Larry is seeing in the markets, plus the Astro Harmonics and powerful Bradley stock market model that Larry utilizes for less than $5 a day. An extremely potent combination that will give you the edge you've been looking for. Try Patterns, Profits, and Peace of Mind absolutely free for 2 full weeks. That's an $85 value. Yours free when you register right now.
Get Larry's Patterns, Profits, and Peace of Mind.
And get the edge you've been looking for.
On Wednesday, August 14th and Thursday, August 15th, Tom O'Brien advised his Gold Report subscribers to close out 6 of their 9 open positions, all winning trades ranging from a 10.6% profit to an incredible 48% profit in just one equity. And all 6 of those winning trades had been initiated no earlier than just the previous month. With the 600th weekly Gold Report issue fast approaching, Tom O'Brien brings an incredible wealth of knowledge and experience to the gold market and the equities within the industry. That's almost 12 years since this powerful newsletter first began, and right now you can get a 30-day free trial to the Gold Report by visiting TFNN.com. Make sure you're a subscriber, as this volatile gold market provides trading opportunities after declining all the way from $1,900 to under $1,200 an ounce in only 2 years. Get your 30-day free trial to the Gold Report today by visiting TFNN.com. David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
What's the one thing that pulls people back from the breakthrough that they're moving towards? What's the only thing that really stops people from taking action? You and I both know the answer, and sure, we can come up with the reasons why we're not where we want to be, but the only reason that we don't do more with our life is fear. Or if you're an overachiever, call it stress. Simply put, there's something that happened to us in our past that's holding us back from the life we deserve, yet you and I are okay, we're here. So why should we let our past control our future? Exactly. We shouldn't. Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes with TFNN.com, and when it comes to your trading and investing, I can help you overcome your fear of loss. Together, we'll turn weakness into strength with a system I've developed called Mastering Probability. I'll teach you how to make your money work harder for you than you do for it. I'll teach you the tools that provide financial freedom. Go to the homepage of TFNN.com, click on my name, Steve Rhodes, and begin your journey of mastering probability risk-free. It's time to become a pioneer of your future versus a prisoner of your past.
Catch Basil Chapman as he uses his Chapman Wave methodology to call the markets. The Tiger Technicians Hour, next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. Darrell Martin, Tom O'Brien. Appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Don't forget, folks, at TFNN, we do 9 hours of live programming every trading day. You can get all of that programming, folks, right on your cell phone. In the browser of your cell phone, all you do is this. You put TFNN.mobi. You'll see it's an extraordinary stream. It's fast. It's beautiful. If you actually want the Tiger TV with it, no problem. You just go to TFNN.com. On the right-hand side, when you bring it up, you're going to see a box with all little devices in it. You hit that. Our servers will know what type of device you want, and then you get Tiger TV along with the stream. We're talking with our man, Mr. Darrell Martin, and we're talking about the trading the Nadex product, folks. So, Darrell, let's talk a little bit about the times that this product, that you like to trade this product. The times in the day, I guess, you know, more so. Well,
really, you can trade it any time of day. obviously, news trades I'm doing at like 4:30, 8:30 in the morning. So I'll hop up. I'll do those trades for very short periods of time, like 10, 20 minutes.
Okay.
Now I do premium collection trades, which are one of my favorite trades. I do them on my show almost every day.
Yes.
And those you can do really at any time. My favorite time to do them is on daily expirations, especially when you have like daily and intraday coming together.
Okay.
And those are ones where I go in for 15 minutes before, and I'll buy a contract, say, 10 ticks away. So like gold is already, let's say, at $13.96.
Yes.
Okay. And there's only like 5 minutes left till expiration on that contract.
Okay.
I'll buy the $13.95 as long as gold stays where it's at, or moves up, or doesn't close at or below $13.95. I'm profitable on the trade, and they only take like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I do those all the time, and then if it hits my strike, I'll get out just to balance out my risk reward on the trade.
Okay.
And there's 23 expirations a day on Nadex.
That's amazing.
There's a lot of opportunities to do the expiration premium collection. And then as far as just regular trading, now my preferred time of trading anything in the world really is like 3 to about 11. That's my favorite hours for trading. Now I personally usually trade somewhere between 7 and 11, just because I'm not always up that early. But and we have to sleep sometime. But just because there's volume. Where volume is, there's orders. Where orders are, the market flows better,
and there's movement,
has less chop.
Right.
Yeah. So you can make more money in less time. But I know traders that trade at night. I know traders that trade, early in the morning hours, around the clock.
What happens, folks, which is so cool, is that you can pick your vehicle. If you're used to the S&P and the NASDAQ, and no problem, you stay right there. If you like the currency moves, okay, you go into currencies. If you like gold and silver and commodities, guess what? You can go into those areas. What I've seen, which I really like, is that there's not always movement in something, folks, but just about there is, okay? So depending on how long you've had this as a career, you move from place to place where that movement is taking place, okay? You do not want to trade flat markets. That's a flat market, folks, will get you lazy. Flat
it can get you eat up, too.
Yeah, flat market is not where it's at. It's not even close. And so what does happen... Go ahead, sorry.
Oh, I was going to say, well, one of the things is, what I like about, one of the reasons I like futures, and then, of course, carrying that over to Nadex, is I can trade indices, commodities, and Forex all in the same account.
Right.
And also without insane risk. So maybe you like the spiders, or maybe you like trading IWM, or, whatever.
Sure.
But you can still trade those with very defined risk, with very little money, but get the advantage of the futures market and leverage.
That's huge.
Over on Nadex. And if the indices aren't moving today, hop over to the ag, trade corn. If that's not moving, trade Forex. If that's not moving, check out gold and oil. But you can do all of that in the same account.
Listen, folks, come over to our website at TFNN. Sign up because the bottom line, we're giving away 10,000 cash. It's free to sign up. Darrell, have a great weekend, safe weekend. We look forward to speaking right here on Tuesday, folks.
See you then, man.
Recently, Basil Chapman has had some outstanding trades in his newsletter, The Opening Call. Each morning by 9 a.m., Basil uploads his newsletter to the TFNN servers so that his subscribers can access his expert trading advice. Basil gives his take on the direction of key indices and updates any active trades that his subscribers are currently in. Just recently, Basil's subscribers closed out a short position in Chipotle Mexican Grill, CMG, for more than an $86 profit per share, over a 20% gain in just one position. If you'd like to try out Basil Chapman's newsletter, The Opening Call, then visit the front page at TFNN.com and click Trading Newsletters. There you'll find Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, where you can request a free sample copy. Also, don't miss Basil's program, The Tiger Technicians Hour, Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern, on TFNN.